For the moment, let's shift our attention to a Times Now super exclusive. Times Now has accessed documents and details that raise fresh questions about the way CBSE's on-screen marking system may have handled the digitization of millions of answer sheets. At the center of the latest controversy are scanned answer scripts accessed by students themselves. Now, these scans allegedly show objects such as staplers, pens, keyboard wires, and other desk items appearing along the edges of the answer sheets. So the questions now being asked are simple but serious. What type of scanning system was used? Was the process consistent with the specifications originally envisaged by the CBSE? And did the requirements change along the way? Times Now has learned that CBSE's earlier tender documents had specified a minimum scan resolution. So the questions stem from a combination of student complaints, tender documents, and scanned answer scripts that are now in the public domain. Let's go across to my colleague Kritika joining us on the broadcast with the details. Kritika, students who access their scanned answer books have flagged the presence of multiple objects as well, staplers, pens, keyboard wires, other items along the edges of the images. So this raises some serious questions on how this entire process was brought about.
Well, absolutely, Pratibha. Now, what the students are complaining of, see, yesterday, one of the ethical hackers, Nisagr, was able to access, in fact, the entire storage bucket of the answer scripts. This is the big claim that he is making after this. CBSE had also released a statement. And in those answer scripts, now students have been able to comb through it, and such images like the one that is up on our screen right now with visible pens, cable wires, as well as staplers is in fact right now shocking students. They're questioning what kind of scanners in fact were used, whether or not, of course, we know that manual scanners were used. But now the big question is currently that the CBSE has to answer is whether or not phone scanners even were being used, because then that would raise even more questions of the type of application, the security of student data on such applications as well. We're seeing that the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, also pick up on this very issue. The tender documents that are now in public as well very clearly lay out that as far as the May request for proposal is concerned, CBSE laid out the requirement for automatic and robotic scanners with a minimum scan resolution of 300 dots per image. Now, when we comb through the proposal document that was released in August, what we saw that the words automatic, robotic as pertaining to the scanner were completely dropped. Now, the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, is also stating that a generic scanner was then made the standard. The scanning resolution was also dropped to about 200 dots per image from 300 dots per image. And this is raising, in fact, a lot of questions. Remember, from the very first day, from May 13th, when CBSE released their results, students had started, had become very anxious. They'd taken to social media platform as well to convey their outrage over the less marks that they received. And soon enough, we saw how there were massive, in fact, blunders as far as answer scripts were also concerned, and just the manner of their quality, and how a lot of blurred sheets also showed up. Over to you.
Okay, all right. In fact, Times Now has also examined CBSE tender documents. An earlier version of the proposal specified a minimum scan resolution of 300 dpi and referred to the use of automatic or robotic book scanners. A later version then reduced the minimum resolution requirements to 200 and then dropped the specific reference to automatic or robotic scanners. Times Now has also accessed communications that show that service provider Coemt had sought flexibility to use manual or indigenously developed scanning systems, arguing that robotic scanners were costly and that its existing infrastructure was already processing large volumes of answer books. To be clear, the presence of objects in a scanned image does not by itself prove any irregularity, nor do these documents establish any wrongdoing. But they do raise some legitimate questions about the changes in the specifications, the scanning standards that have been deployed, and whether the entire process ultimately followed the matched expectations that were laid out in the earlier documents. So Kritika continues to stay live with us. And Kritika, That is where the problem really comes in, that there have been multiple changes that have also been made to the tender documents itself. The question is, were standards being dropped time and again to ensure that QUEM comes in? Because that's what the Congress party is alleging.
Well, clearly, I mean, this is a very big doubt and a very big allegation that is also being raised. But the merit in this arises from the tender documents itself. Remember, CBSE had itself stated that way back in 2014 is when they were first, in fact, experimenting with the idea of digital evaluation. It could not go through, and only in 2026 did they actually come about it. So whether or not an automatic or a robotic scanner could have very easily solved all of these issues is something that is raising a very big question. In fact, Quent EduTech, in one of the queries raised in the bidding process, had in fact argued that instead of using automatic and robotic scanners, which as per Quent EduTech are very expensive machines, indigenously available or readily available scanning machines could instead be used as the company.
Just a moment, Kritika, we have some breaking updates now coming in. The Congress MP Rahul Gandhi has escalated his attack on the CBSE. In his latest social media post, Rahul Gandhi has alleged that students are being forced to pay for the system's mistakes through fees for digital copies, retotaling as well as the revaluation as well. Referring to the OSM controversy, Rahul Gandhi has questioned why students should have to spend money to verify or correct their own answer scripts. He claimed that if the scanning or evaluation process was flawed, then the burden of fixing those errors has to be shifted onto the students and the parents. That's the claim that is being made by Rahul Gandhi. So, Kritika, Rahul Gandhi has raised the issue. Of course, he also interacted with multiple students, and he now says that if the issue is because of the issues in the system, why should the students pay up for this?
Well, absolutely. Remember, Pratibha, again, back in May, when the results had come out as well, even before the revaluation window had opened up, we'd accessed an RTI which revealed that last year, 23 crore rupees were in fact collected in the revaluation process. For context, 28 crore is the tender amount for this year's digital evaluation service provider as well. So that is the massive amount that was collected last year. The earlier rate for evaluation was 700 rupees just to access your scan, 500 to raise issues for verification, and 100 per question. Now, of course, after much outrage and accessing this RTI, the CBSE had in fact revised their charges to rupees 100 for accessing the scan, 100 for raising issues, as well as 25 for every question challenge. But this is the scenario wherein students currently are questioning up to 35 questions, up to 25 questions. Again, for context, a typical maths paper this year that students wrote had a total of 38 questions. So if students are already questioning 20 questions out of it due to poor scanning or say missed marking the MCQs, there are 20 MCQs. A lot of students say they've only received 3 marks. So again, there are 17 questions right ahead that they now have to pay for. So of course, there is a lot of money being shelled out from students as well. And now LOP is also picking up on this, stating that this is in fact the system's failure for which the students have to now pay. Over to you.
All right. Thank you for joining us with those details. In fact, the CBSE's OSM system has been compromised. That's the allegation that has been made. Nisarga Adhikari, a 19-year-old student who hacked the OSM portal, spoke exclusively on Times Now.
For somebody who does not understand cybersecurity, especially for parents, if this were a house, let's assume this were a house, what was the security problem? Was this like a locked door with a weak lock, or a door that was left completely open?
Door was completely open, and the key was falling on the key was in front of everyone in the ground. Anyone can pick up the key and get inside the house.
Okay, now that's extremely alarming. Now you can also tell us about.
That's concerning, and that's it's sad also considering that CBSE denied that they got hacked in the first place.
And that is why
they made the tweet saying my statement was false, that I did it on test data. But when I did the testing, the account I had access of a teacher. We examined it later and with some other reporters, and we found out that that teacher is a real teacher, a real school in India, and he teaches physics. And he was tasked with physics paper evaluation and this year. Why would there be a real teacher's data with his real name, real date of birth, and real phone number in the portal if it was test data?
And well, viewers, what do you do when you want to catch news on the move? Well, Times Play has you covered. The all-in-one OTT streaming platform developed by Times Network uniquely blends premium digital video entertainment with real-time news broadcasting. Catch your favorite news channel on Times Play, available on Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Thank you for watching.